Good evening. We begin tonight with Doors Open Ottawa and a rare peek behind the curtain at some of the capital's most interesting and historic buildings. The Centre Block and the new Parliament Welcome Centre are undergoing multi-billion-dollar upgrades. CTV's Natalie Van Rooy takes us for a closer look at the massive project on Parliament Hill that's been hidden from the public's view for the last few months.
A look at the massive hole being dug on Parliament Hill, usually hidden away from the public as major construction continues on the Centre Block and a new Parliament Welcome Centre.
Certainly the largest and most complex heritage rehabilitation of its kind in Canada and actually maybe even in the world.
The project kicked off in 2018 and is currently scheduled to be completed in a few years, with a price tag ranging between $4.5 to $5 billion.
The plan was always for the construction to substantially be completed around 2030, 2031. It's going to take some time for the parliamentary partners to move in, do the testing, do the dry run. So that's why the opening date of 2032 is still what we're thriving for. Have a theater.
On Sunday, the public getting a peek behind the curtain as the project is usually blocked by steel scaffolding.
I actually traveled here from Toronto to see Doors Open Ottawa. I've seen it in non-construction times. The first time seeing it actually, what it looks like with the construction on.
It's a complex site with a focus on restoration, modernization, and maintaining tradition, piquing people's interest.
The history, the architectural decisions, how they're modernizing it for, the new century. Compared to when it was built.
Parliament's restoration reaches up to 2 stories underground. Experts on site to describe the methods used during the work.
The most fascinating was also seeing how they're using some of the old technologies for this. So we saw the tools that they're carving with.
Work continues every day.
Between 800 and 900 workers on site every day. So construction is going as anticipated with many challenges here and there because it is a complex task.
And those getting a peek, taking pictures and making memories. Natalie Van Rooy, CTV News.
All right, we'll take our first check of weather this evening. A wonderful evening if you're out and about. Let's look at the Rideau River there behind me. A live look now through our Centennial Glass Sky Cam. A little bit cooler this evening than the past two. We're looking at 15 degrees. Clear conditions here in the capital. Here's how weather is shaping up for the next day or so. We've got, again, clear conditions. Is that continuing on into Monday and Tuesday? Looks like we're going to have a great couple of days here for us here in Ottawa. 23 degrees could be our high sometime tomorrow, but again, clear conditions all day. And right now we're sitting in 15 degrees, clear conditions here in the capital. The City of Ottawa is not ruling out potential legal action against the contractor building the Attasoke Library as the price of the project reaches $353 million. Now that's nearly double its original budget. PCL Construction is the contractor on the project and was supposed to be done in January. In a statement, the company pointed to evolving expectations, saying, quote, as with any large complex project, evolving requirements and requests can influence construction schedules, adding PCL Construction remains focused on managing these impacts while maintaining both the safety of our workers and the quality of the build. Now, the new funding request will go to City Council for approval on Wednesday. Ottawa firefighters are visiting homes every Sunday this month to check smoke and carbon monoxide alarms for their annual Wake Up program.
Hi, how are you? I'm good. How are you? Hi, we're just here with the Ottawa Fire Services. We're doing our annual Wake Up program where we go around the neighborhood just making sure that residents have working smoke alarms.
The Ontario Fire Code requires homes to have a working smoke alarm on each floor and outside each sleeping area. A home that has an attached garage, wood stove, or a fuel-fired appliance is also required to have a carbon monoxide alarm outside sleeping areas and on each floor. And a reminder, on Monday, Louise Arbour will be sworn in as Canada's 31st Governor General, replacing Mary Simon, who spent 5 years in the role. Arbour is a former Supreme Court Justice. She has also served as United Nations Human Rights Commissioner and Chief Prosecutor at The Hague. She made history when she became the first to indict a sitting head of state, the former Serbian president, for crimes against humanity. And you can watch our CTV News special on the Canada's 31st Governor General on Monday morning. That's starting at 9:30. It'll be hosted by Chief Political Correspondent Vashi Capellos on CTV News Channel and on the CTV News app. Well, it's one of the biggest and tastiest celebrations of the year on York Street in the ByWard Market, which is transformed into a shawarma lover's paradise. Shawarma Fest is back, bringing together dozens of vendors, live entertainment, and thousands of hungry fans. CTV's Josh Marano has more on why Ottawa is called the shawarma capital for a reason.
It's a taste and smell Ottawa residents are very familiar with, as the ByWard Market turns into Shawarma Fest.
Everything tastes amazing.
Among the thousands stopping by, 12-year-old Maxwell Duval, better known to his friends as the Shawarma Kid.
Always talk about shawarma, and it's my favorite food. I only eat shawarma.
Duval is a self-proclaimed shawarma connoisseur and says the festival only means one thing: trying as many shops as he can.
It's like paradise. There's shawarma shops everywhere. It's lots of fun.
On top of all the sampling,
when people believe in our concept and come to support the food, the culture, the project in general, that shows how strong our community is.
An attempt for the longest shawarma sandwich assembled, constructing, according to organizers, over 1,100 feet of the iconic wrap.
We're going to beat that record. I'm telling you from now.
Others focused on familiar favorites.
I had some, and I'm still waiting from Shawarma Palace to be ready because it's my favorite spot.
Dozens of vendors setting up shop, including Charbel Khoury with Bustan coming in from Montreal to celebrate.
The shawarma this year has been known as the #1 sandwich worldwide, and nobody does it better than this right here.
The ultimate celebration of flavor.
CTV's Stefan Keys hosting the event, which included a judge's taste test, awarding Bustan as the #1 shawarma.
It's nice to see this cultural event just grow in size and, of course, go after the world record attempt.
And as the lines kept moving, the Shawarma Kid staying locked in on his mission.
I'm going to try out a couple different places, and then I'm probably going to go home and tell my friends about this.
Josh Marano, CTV News.
Going to keep their home win streak alive.
Coming up, the Ottawa Charge are parting ways with another one of their original players. Plus, your extended forecast is up next.
Off the foot of Cano. And Lucas will reach. Coming to the plate, Jimenez. And the Blue Jays have the lead.
The Blue Jays took the rubber match, wrapping up their series against the Baltimore Orioles on Sunday afternoon. After going down 4-0, the Jays taking the lead on that play, capping a 5-run 6th inning. Toronto would go on to the 6-4 win. Up next, the Jays host a 3-game series against the Philadelphia Phillies, and that starts Monday night. Well, another big name is leaving the Ottawa Charge to join one of the league's expansion clubs in Hamilton.
Going to keep their home win streak alive.
The 30-year-old forward and one of Ottawa's 3 foundational players, Emily Clark, she's off to the hammer. In 84 regular season games with Ottawa, Clark recorded 43 points. She's also the highest paid player in the PWHL, earning an annual base salary of just over $126,000 US per year. Now, Clark joins former Charge captain Brianne Jenner, who signed with PWHL Hamilton on Friday. Well, the countdown is on to the 2026 FIFA World Cup, and the Canadian squad has arrived in Toronto. Canada's men's soccer team touched down at Billy Bishop Airport Sunday afternoon. Head coach Jesse March and captain Alphonso Davies spoke about how the team is mentally and emotionally preparing to play the first World Cup game on Canadian soil.
Now our attention switches totally to the tournament and to our first opponent in Bosnia. So on the flight here, we could see that Bosnia had already landed. So they beat us to the punch to get here, but we're happy to be here and we're getting ready for that match.
I think that mentally the guys are strong. I mean, obviously, we know our injuries situations now, but it doesn't stop us from, having the mindset of going out there and giving everything.
Meantime, the squad from Bosnia and Herzegovina landed at Pearson Airport, and they headed to a training session on Sunday afternoon as they prepare to start their tournament. Bosnia and Canada will square off in the first World Cup match on Friday at Toronto Stadium. And a reminder that you can watch that game kick off the World Cup in Canada live on TSN, Crave, and right here on CTV. It all begins at 3 p.m. All right, we'll take another look at what is happening for our weather forecast, an extended look. Great shot of the Ottawa River and a great night if you're out and about. Take a look at this. This is a look at Tavern on the Hill during patio season. What a great night to be out. Again, the past couple of nights, it was kind of rainy, kind of wet, and not the best to be out. We'll take a live look through our Centennial Glass Sky Cam. We're sitting at 15 degrees. Again, clear conditions here in the capital. Look through our satellite radar right now. We'll take a look at, again, clear conditions here in the Ottawa area. And we're going to have some nice conditions for Monday and for Tuesday. Lots of clear skies ahead. 10 degrees is our overnight low here for Ottawa tonight. 9 degrees for Cornwall, 11 in Brockville, 13 in Kingston. 14 for Trenton, 9 degrees toward the Bancroft area. 10 degrees, clear conditions for Gatineau, clear in Kemptville as well. They'll be sitting at 11 degrees overnight tonight. 10 degrees for Petawawa, 8 degrees with some cloud cover toward Manotick. Now, as for tomorrow's highs, lots of sunshine right across the region. 27 and clear here for Ottawa. 26, 27 across the Seaway as well. 25 for Trenton, 26 for Bancroft, 27 up in Kittigan-Zibi, 27 for Gatineau and for Kemptville, 26 and clear for Petawawa and Manotick. A little bit more cloud cover toward Mont-Tremblant and toward Montreal, though they're sitting at 23 and 26 respectively. So we'll take a look at what's happening for the next week or so ahead. Monday and Tuesday, beautiful sunny conditions. We could see a high of 27 on Monday, 31 on Tuesday. Then some cloud cover will roll in on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. But again, we'll be sticking around the mid to high 20s and toward the 30s as well for the better part of the week.
It's like such a good event to have ducks in Manotick.
Well, it's off to the races for these rubber ducks. We take you to Manotick for a look at the Great Mill Duck Drop after the break. It's all business in the front and a party in the back this weekend in Denmark. Hundreds gathered for the annual mullet competitions. The raucous competition in Copenhagen attracted 12 well-coiffed competitors vying for the title. Now, they were judged on style, uniqueness, and overall performance. 43-year-old construction worker Thomas Berg took home this year's top prize. All right, well, some rubber ducks in Manotick were put to the test on Sunday at a new community fundraiser supporting the preservation of the rich history at Watson's Mill. CTV's Camille Wilson explains.
Thousands gathering in Manotick to get their ducks in a row.
I'm feeling so excited. I can't wait to watch it.
For Sarah Grandinetti and her family, ducks are already their thing.
We love ducks to begin with. Obviously, as you can see, we do these for cheer competitions.
I'm in cheerleading and we do the lucky duck thing. So a lot of people use gems and they bedazzle their ducks.
The first annual Great Mill Duck Drop saw 2,000 ducks take a swim, raising money for Watson's Mill.
The City of Ottawa is divesting the 2 buildings on the other side of the road from the mill, and we are going to take ownership of them. So their care now is set with us for the future. We've had to come up with some ideas to generate some bigger income for us annually.
Each duck entered in the race has a number on the bottom, matching the number for a ticket holder, everyone waiting for their duck to reach the finish line. The top 3 finishers taking home a cash prize, with first place at just over $1,000.
We found out that our duck is a lucky number, so we're fingers crossed.
We could be a winner. That's what we're hoping for.
I hope my friends win.
And the community came all ducked out.
We just wanted to join in the fun.
Including the Ottawa Jeep Club with a positive message.
Jeeps go with ducks. So I thought it was fitting. I got in contact with them.
One day she just put little rubber duckies on people's Jeeps and said, "Nice Jeep. I hope this brightens your day."
and it just went from there. So it's all just about feeling good and making people feel happy.
As for the Grandinettis, they hope this inaugural event returns.
It's also fun because it's like a new thing coming to Manotick, and if it goes well, it will like become like a tradition or something for Manotick.
We're really excited for this to become a tradition in Manotick, and we hope that it grows every year.
It was ducking awesome. Camille Wilson, CTV News.
I'm feeling nervous and excited.
Well, still ahead, a highly anticipated annual event sees young women and girls with their eyes on the skies and exploring a future in aviation.
We have over 20 pieces of equipment from all of our different public works departments, and it's really a time for our residents to come out, see the equipment, talk to our operators. Obviously, the kids love these events. They can get up in the trucks, get a feel for them.
Some of Ottawa's biggest machines on display at the Ottawa Stadium on Sunday morning for the Public Works Big Wheels Expo. Now, this is another one of the city's Doors Open events throughout the weekend. It's aimed at showcasing how city crews operate to the public. Young women and girls took to new heights on Sunday at the Canadian Aviation and Space Museum. An organization of female pilots offered free flights, hoping to encourage the next generation to get up into the air. CTV's Kimberly Johnson reports.
Climbing into her seat brings a range of emotions for Navya Kumar.
I'm feeling nervous and excited.
It's her first flight in a small aircraft. The trip and the chance to see the Ottawa sights from the sky is an unforgettable experience.
I was like really high up, so it was just too exciting for me.
This is a very good opportunity for any girl to experience at this age. What's in her, we don't know, right? So it's a good opportunity for her to explore.
The 99's Eastern Ontario chapter is hosting its annual Girls Take Flight event at the Canada Aviation and Space Museum.
I really want to be a pilot so I can like help people.
Being up inside of the air and seeing all of the cars and all of the buildings.
Geared to young women who have never flown in a small aircraft before, the event hopes to encourage them to consider a career in aviation or obtain their personal pilot's license.
They've never been on any flights before, and I think this is just such a great opportunity. There's very little women pilots out there, so hopefully this will help educate them a little bit more.
This is where we really light that spark.
The 99 say roughly 6% of commercial pilots around the world are women. And it's not just pilots. Careers in aviation include engineers and air traffic controllers.
There's that expression, if you can see it, you can be it. And I think that introducing younger girls, perhaps in grade school, to the possibilities in aviation, they're more likely to seek out that.
Inside the museum, organizations like the Northern Lights Aero Foundation, which provides awards and scholarships to women in aviation, are there to help show what's possible.
My first flight in a small airplane completely got me hooked, so it's wonderful to see young girls come out and get to experience this.
Kind of want to be it now. Maybe it's my passion.
Kimberly Johnson, CTV News.
All right, coming up, we head to Florida for a look at the Red Bull Cliff Diving World Series. And we'll have one more look at the forecast for the week ahead.
The National Capital Region is jam-packed with incredible experiences you don't want to miss. Hey, it's Tanea Taylor, your iHeartRadio Weekender, powered by Barhaven Ford. Get the inside scoop on all the biggest and best events every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday on CTV, Move 100, Pure Country 94, TSN 1200, and News Talk 580 CFRA. iHeartRadio Weekenders is powered by Barhaven Ford. Take your weekend path. You've got the Bronco Sport for it.
Hairstyles, courtesy of Salon Fiorella.
All right, let's take a look at your wake-up weather and the week ahead. We've got clear conditions. 16 degrees is what we're waking up to, and clear conditions for your Monday and your Tuesday before some rain starts to roll in on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So again, 27 degrees the high for Monday, 31 the high for Tuesday, then some rain on Wednesday, 25 degrees will be the high then, and then back to the 30s on Thursday. But again, we have some wet weather to round us out toward the end of the week, but sticking to the mid-20s toward the 30s as well. All right, they twist, turn, and cut through the air at unbelievable speeds and from heart-stopping heights. All right, Americans Kayla Arnett and James Lichtenstein earned surprise wins at the Red Bull Cliff Diving World Series in St. Petersburg, Florida on Saturday. Now, both dived off a manufactured platform, reaching heights of 27 meters and hitting the water with 2 to 3 times the force of gravity. Pretty cool. I jumped off a 10-meter board once, didn't quite stick the landing, and it hurt a lot, so I don't think I would venture the 27-meter heights. Not at all. All right, well, that's CTV News for this Sunday, June the 7th. CTV News continues online anytime with our digital team, keeping up to date at ctvnewsottawa.ca. You can also watch our newscast live on the CTV News app anytime. For all of us here at CTV News, thanks for watching. Have a great night.